Hello, everyone. My name is Princess Pearl, and it's, as always, an absolute delight to see you. Welcome back to Gabriel Knight 3. Now, at this point in the playthrough, we have encountered a conundrum because I managed to actually glitch the game, and I glitched right through an entire puzzle. And I've been debating what I should do about that. Should I turn back time and do the puzzle and continue playing from that point? Or should I just continue the game and let the chips fall as they may? Or should I go back and just show you the puzzle and then return to where I was? These are all options available to me, and I'm not sure what I should do. I put up a poll question thing on Blue Sky and on my Discord, but I only just put it up so nobody's seen it, so I haven't gotten a single answer. So it's left to me to make these earth-shattering decisions. And I don't know. I don't know what to do. So many options available to me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and actually do the puzzle correctly. Maybe by that point, we will have some other people around and we can decide together as a community how we should proceed from that point. So, I went back earlier and sort of set myself up to redo the puzzles. So I'm going to go back to that save at least. So we may remember this room from last time. And I was so confused because I was looking over here at this portrait of Monsieur Montreux. And we can see in the eyeball here.
There's really something weird about the eyes.
Hello, 32. Welcome in. See that there's something weird about the eyes. And I was so confused last time about what, I know there's something to see here. And I couldn't make the game.
I can't see any more from here.
So on my YouTube channel, a very nice person went in and said like, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. Like, oh, for criminy. So what I missed was that I actually have to click on this chair and push it. Push it. And then I can climb on the chair. Whoops.
Why does that face look odd to me?
Oh, get back on the chair. Get back on the chair. Yes, naturally. All you have to do is to start. You're supposed to be like.
Oh, wow.
Trying to be sneaky and gotta rearrange his furniture, so.
That is bizarre. It's part man, part grail. I have no idea what that might mean.
Okay. So that's one thing I missed. Get off the chair, Chris. Get off the chair. So another thing I missed, this is where the 3D-ness of this game actually comes into play, because you see here there's a desk. But what's this little thing under here? There's a button. Now I missed all of this stuff because I did this next puzzle.
This place is rigged. I wonder if that's a bad thing.
Like, I just saw, hey, there's 5 faces. I'll make them all look at each other and make a pentagram. I didn't click this button, so I didn't have the lasers. And there's one more thing. I look in here.
This desk looks really old, like something out of Dickens.
There's a drawer here. Yes, lasers! And a hidden book.
Gods Among Us, the Immortals.
Also the music. So good. Okay. Apollonius, Ezekiel, Pythagoras, Christian Rosenkreutz, St. Paul, St. Germain, and the Wandering Jew.
Ah, those must be the alleged immortals. Some of them I've never heard of.
Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take a little picture of this. Going to look these all up in Sydney later. Okay.
Someone's made notes. They can't seriously mean. Nah, no way.
So, 300 to 330 BC. A squiggly in what is now Scotland and England. 700. A squiggly aid to Sigisbert the Fourth. Flees when AHB locate in 705. What is AHB? 1100, Rome surrounds. Traveling wine merchant Antonius Fresca. 1500 to 1550, believed to be in India during this period. See records on Chandigarh and Tanakpur. 821, Madrid, Spain. Gustave en Mer appeared in a small village. He stayed for 3 weeks. According to local legend, the priest thought he was an angel due to his peculiarities of his person. These rumors drove en Mer from town, match his description. 1929, San Francisco, California. T.C. Mustav, a foreign fellow, fitting description. Lived there for 2 months and worked for a local rancher, was said to practice horse doctoring techniques that sound peculiar to late Roman period. Like, I just can't make out what this, just because of the font, like, what is this squiggly? Is that A-N? I don't know. I'm going to take a picture of this too, just see if there's anything that I can type into Sydney, that any interesting. AHB. What is AHB? Yeah, so this is a lot of puzzly stuff that I didn't get last time. This just takes me back to the main thing.
Ah, those must be the alleged immortals. Some of them I've never heard of. What a bunch of nonsense.
Grace, you saw Gabe turn into a werewolf. You know that magic is real. You know it's real. So if I turn all of these heads... Actually, let's just have my little idea first.
The lights are just shining out into the room. It seems like there should be some kind of pattern.
Oh, I remembered another thing. I was told. Come back here, you. Fingerprints.
Yes, there's a print on the cover.
I'm pretty sure that a hardback book, unless it's got like a dust jacket on it, would not really pick up prints very well.
I'm sure viticulture is fascinating.
No, not what I wanted.
I really don't have time to get into it.
So if I just turn all of these heads, one movement in the same direction, then they will all be looking around into a pentagram. Grace looks directly into the laser and is blinded for life. Everyone should have lasers in their library. I like that as she walks through the lights, it is actually like disturbed. It's like, well done, programmers. Well done. And then
my God.
This actually opens up. But
That's great. I think.
But if you just move all of the heads without turning on the lasers and then just click on this, you just go through without it actually opening up. So there we go. Thank you to the people of YouTube who pointed out what I missed. Let's just see how far back this is. I know I have to go through and do the palm
And I
blue
yell at
thing.
Gabriel for taking stupid risks.
So this is the third time I've gone through this little bit because I knew I had missed something the first time.
Oh, great. It's just a wine press.
Grace was in the house because she thought she heard a baby crying, but it's the sound of the wine press. And then we look at the
That
little...
woman looks as old as this basement. Excuse me.
Oh, mademoiselle, douce mademoiselle, si jeune, si jolie, si appétissante.
You don't speak English, do you? I'll just...
Pomme bleue, mademoiselle, pomme bleue.
Let go. I don't know what you're saying. Let go.
Pomme bleue, aimeriez-vous des pommes bleues?
Grapes? Do you like grapes?
Bleu. Ou préféreriez-vous uniquement du jus?
Do you like a certain
Un jus
juice?
tout bleu, un jus sucré, un jus de raisin pressé à coups de poing.
Just, like, anything sounds terrifying if you scream it in a different language. She's just screaming like, what
Jeez.
kind of wine do you
Okay,
like?
that was weird.
There you are. I couldn't figure out where the heck you went.
I thought I heard something.
Yeah? Like what?
Nothing. I mean, it was just a wine press.
You shouldn't go check stuff out alone, Grace. Especially not when me or Gabe are around to go with you.
Well, you were occupied.
What? You mean Maddie? No, I was just...
There are two little lost lambs, and how sweetly they chat, little heads in a row.
Madeline!
If there's only two of
just telling
anything, it's
Grace.
always in a row. Just like 3 points always
Never
makes a
mind, You
triangle.
are both adults, but we are moving on now.
Thanks a lot, Mose.
I didn't do anything.
Hello, Spider.
Have you read Dr. Wen's book?
So we have just gone back in time
Definitive work.
because I
Dr. Wen
missed
mentioned that the
a
chair
big
is
puzzle.
connected to the devil in the church.
Without temptation. Yes, I have heard that theory, but a more interesting one
And
makes
I'm
me
not sure if I should completely replay things. But sorry, there's about to be something gory.
Oh my god.
The thing is, like, I know what I need to do now, so I should be able to do things fairly quickly. Like, relatively quickly, that is. Or should I just continue? I'm going to save regardless. Trying this again.
What is it?
Pearl makes a lot of time perfect. Oh, you smoothie. You smoothie, Yeti Force.
James's men, we just found their bodies.
Where?
The devil's armchair.
The tour group found the bodies?
Yes.
Did you notice anything suspicious about people's reactions?
Let me see. Everyone seemed pretty surprised, but particularly Lady Howard. It was quite a performance now that I think about it.
Lady Howard is
I'll
an
go check it
actress.
out.
Can I come?
It might be more productive if you stay here and keep an eye on things. You don't mind, do you?
No. Guess that would be smart.
Atta girl. I'll be back soon.
Be careful.
Okay. So. Do. Can I talk to Wilkes?
Hey, Wilkes.
Knight, you missed the tour this morning, didn't you?
Slept in.
Yeah. Well, you never believe what happened. We was going to see this armchair, right? And we comes up over the hill and blam!
I heard.
Shit! You should have seen it, mate. Worst damn thing I ever saw. And I've seen some things.
I bet.
They was just sitting there. These gashes across their throats like big red smiles or something. It was horrible.
Throats cut?
That's right. Say, why don't you take a load off, have a drink?
No, thanks. But I appreciate the info.
Yeah. No problem.
And then I go over here. And I listen to Vittorio Buccelli making a phone call. Where's my tape recorder?
Vorrei parlare con il Ministero degli Affari Esteri. Padre Gren, sono Padre Buccelli. Come stai?
I'm just going to skip this because we've heard it before and we get the translation later. Just go in here to be sneaky. Can I like star 69? What number did we just call?
I'm not sure who to call.
It was just out of curiosity.
Monsieur Knight? Did you hear
Yeah. Oh, and I don't have my Easter egg set up. Or is it good? That's it. Set flag egg. Oh, gotta have it. It's very important. And I think that there's some snoopins to do as well. This I was not told by the YouTube comments, but it's my own memories. So that's Madeline's room. She's using water in some way. Okay, she's sleeping. All right, so I think I missed something there, but oh well. Let's head out.
I'll go get the Harley.
Not bad yourself. How's it going, Dragonlancer? Attempting to sort of speed run a quick replay because I missed some stuff. I glitched through a puzzle. So
There's...
Yeah, there's tire tracks in the dirt. Do.
That's the car Prince James's men arrived in.
So I'm seeing if I can sort of
Mallory
get
and
through this relatively quickly and get back to where we were.
Mallory and McDo...
This and this. Just takes rubbing of the tire.
That's the car Prince James's men...
Yeah. Let me look at the tracks.
Those tracks were definitely made by this car. I'd like to know where all Mallory and McDougal went last night.
Okay. So we've investigated the car. Let's go, Bug. Let's actually investigate the scene of the crime. It's mostly... We're just going to say it's vampires.
Could be vampires.
Look at the bodies.
It's Prince James. That's a clean gash.
And deep. Ooh, they knew what they were doing, all right.
I don't see any blood.
Yeah. Weird, huh? Throats opened up like a Christmas package and not a drop of the red stuff anywhere.
It's Prince James's...
Yeah.
That must be...
Okay, then we go over... Is it here? Nope. That's the way out. Up here. Yaha.
Shit.
Blood. Smell it. Taste it.
No.
Look at it.
Pool.
Think about it.
Considering how friable the ground looks.
Friable is such a weird word for Gabe to use in this situation.
Yep. Maybe even all of it.
Which explains why there's no blood near the bodies.
No, you could have said dry.
Geez, I thought the voodoo murders were strange. What do you make of this? Neat little piles? You know, like Felix Unger meets Freddy Krueger?
They obviously drained the blood here on purpose. The question is, why?
At least it rules out vampires.
Not necessarily. Maybe they're just picky eaters.
Hello, Gary. Took me a moment. Eh? Was that Pearl? When I chose the name Princess Pearl for my mermaid character, I did not remember that the mermaid in King's Quest V was named Pearl. We're looking at some...
There are two slightly curved indentations here.
Footprints?
I don't think so. Wrong shape.
So what are they?
Wham!
Knee prints, of course.
Gabe actually using his Shattenjager powers.
The assassins must have made them kneel, and then...
But there are no other prints. There should be some sign of a struggle, or at least the footprints of the assailants. Victims just wouldn't kneel down and be
Knee
walking.
prints, of course.
What about the assailants?
Happy Halloween! It tracks. No, it doesn't track. There are no tracks. That's the problem.
Shit.
Oh, I love this game.
What?
I was so worried that it would be nostalgia
What?
goggles, but I love this game.
Must be my imagination.
Man, you're even weirder than you were back in New Orleans. You know that?
Yeah, I do know that.
So I wonder if that's not just a reference to he's more used, Gabe is more used to supernatural stuff, so he's more ready to assume supernatural things, or is Gabe getting more powerful as he's had more adventures, more Shattenjager powers? I think that's everything.
I think that's about it. Guess I'll head out.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the cops haven't shown up yet.
Oh, they will. and I'm sure they will appreciate your thoughtful protection of the murder scene.
Hey, Madeline.
And what are you doing here, Monsieur Knight?
Why don't you call me Gabriel? This monsieur stuff is so French.
All right.
He gets
What are you
called
doing
Monsieur
here,
in
Gabriel?
Gabriel
keep
Knight
Mo's
1.
company.
Got no problem with it when
He's
it's
a
in
bit
Louisiana.
squeamish, you know, never could
You're
stand
just
the
French
sight of
racist.
blood.
Shut up, you hoser.
I am beginning to think there is more to both of you than meets the eye.
Oh,
You
there's
want a
more,
GK
all right.
TTRPG
In
so you can level up your
Natural
Shattenjager powers?
Animal.
Head. So what brings you here, man?
Important
I
Shattenjager
came to wait
powers.
for the police.
Vision?
They are French police after all. So you and
Large
you, Monsieur
pockets?
Mosley, may feel you have done
Hair?
your duty. Au revoir.
These are the
bientôt.
important Shattenjager
Toodle-oo.
stats.
Your wish is my command.
By the way,
I have a level 3 in
Gabriel,
hair.
can you tell me the two dead men's names?
Me?
I saw you and your little girlfriend talking to them last night in the parking lot.
Oh, see, Gracie, my assistant, caught a ride with them from Paris, but she didn't know them.
That sounds very odd to me, but perhaps the police will be more understanding.
Oh, come on. There's no need to waste their time. Maybe you and I can go over it more thoroughly later.
Very well. I look forward to it.
See you, Madeline.
Toodaloo.
Hey, could you... Shit. Give me a ride, will you?
Get on. Just make sure those hush puppies don't mar the chrome.
And Mosley has to ride
You used to be a lot
on
You know
the
You could touch your toes once.
on the shovel.
Shit happens.
Just ah. Okay. So we have to find out where Mallory and McDougal went. Could they have gone here? Where I know they have gone. Yep. And I use this and this and this. Compare.
These tracks match Mallory and McDougal's car.
Back on the... Get on the bike. Good Lord, at Chester's house. Oh, no. Go talk to him first. Don't just spy on him. Don't be weird, Gabe. Don't be weird. Knock, knock.
Yes. Well, come in, Mr. Knight. I'm afraid I can only spare a few moments.
I appreciate that. You know, a friend of mine, Grace, she drove into town yesterday with a couple of guys. Friends of Prince James of Albany. Real nice guy.
Okay, I'm just going to skip through this because I have played
Perhaps
this
it's
bit before. Basically,
Do you have-
Larry Chester tries to deny that he knows the dead guys and that he's a Mason,
About those two men who...
which he totally does and totally is. So now he gets all nervous. Talking on the phone to somebody. We don't know who. Could be anyone. And sets his alarm. So and then he goes off to the lookout point. It's like there's something there. So what I need to do is I need to look at his alarm clock.
It's a clock. An alarm clock. I wonder what time he set on that clock.
And I use this clothes hanger, which I've been carrying around since it was like the first thing I picked up. don't want to know how you were carrying that in your front pocket. That looks very uncomfortable.
Now, if I can just press the alarm button.
Hello,
2
Hencarer.
a.m.
Getting all the extra points in this game is extremely tricky. Yeah, like, I know I'm not going to get full points. I've missed, like, every single, like, having to listen at the door thing. But it is, I had missed, like, a big visual puzzle because I glitched through it, so I've gone back a bit. Trying to sort of speed run things to get back to where I was. But I've got a bad feeling I might have to redo all of Le Serpent Rouge. La 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 la. Anywhere else I have to go? Yep, no, just back to Le Chateau. Oui, oui, ha ha. Let's go bug Abbe Arnaud. Zoop. Speedrun champion 2025. Fastest mermaid to play Gabriel Knight 3 in 2025. Lizard.
Good afternoon, Abbe Arnaud. How was the tour?
Surely you have heard, Mr. Knight.
Heard?
My goodness, man. We found
when it was
two
released,
men.
everyone wondered why Gabe suddenly looked like MacGyver.
Stumbled upon.
Yeah, well, now his hair is more down instead of more up, like it was in the first game.
You are not surprised?
Well, should I be?
I don't know what you mean.
You ever meet these two men?
No, never.
And you don't know who might have,
They totally beat Arnaud up.
You have heard.
Earlier.
I don't appreciate your games, Mr. Knight.
Well, I'm not
Why
much
was
for
there
games
no
myself.
further Gabriel Knight games? I do not appreciate your games, Mr. Knight.
Most trying day as it is.
Yeah, I know he's lying, but maybe I should let
you
him
loved
stew
MacGyver as
for
a kid?
While.
Oh, absolute tangent. So, Stargate SG-1, starring MacGyver, whose name I can't remember right now. I want to say Dean Erickson, and I know that's not right. But the actress who plays Samantha Carter, is that her name? The one woman on the team, because you gotta have the one, in her audition monologue, she improv'd a line about how they had to Richard Dean Anderson. I knew there was a Dean and a son. So I put Dean Erickson. Dean Erickson played Gabriel Knight in Gabriel Knight 2. Richard Dean Anderson. So the actress who played Samantha Carter, she, in her audition monologue, she threw in a line about how we can really MacGyver something here. And they were all like, that is so funny. We are hiring you and we are adding that to the speech that you actually have to do in the show.
Yeah, I know he's lying, but maybe I should let him stew for a while.
Yep, verbification. It's a perfectly cromulent thing to do. Inventory. We're just going to have a little look around here. What you looking at, Abbe Arnaud? It's Lara Chester. And I don't think there's anything else to look at. Yeah. Can't see much from Run. Down we go. Out we go. I'm so glad I figured out how to skip the animations, because...
Oh, Mr. Bowser, I'm so sorry. What a klutz I am.
It is quite all right. I was not paying attention.
Oh, no, it's my fault entirely. I was worrying about something else and not watching at all.
And Lady Howard, is she recovering?
Yes, she's resting quietly. Thank you.
I am very glad to hear that. Good day, Miss Styles.
Good day, Mr. Bowser.
So she was carrying something, dropped it, he picked it up. Interesting. But now he's sitting there, I can't get at these glasses. People get weirdly fussy if you try and just dust for fingerprints right in their face. There was a little cutscene there. Grace talks about the book that she's been reading. She's learned about various things.
What's this got to do with the Templars and the Freemasons?
Okay, according to the book, the Templars were the founders of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. And when they were persecuted, some of them fled to Scotland and changed their name.
Yeah. So Prince James is a Mason.
So what's this Grail theory you mentioned?
Okay, now, the Grail. Are you ready for this?
Go on.
The Grail is supposed to be a vessel, right? Like a cup. And it contains the blood of Jesus.
Yeah, go on.
The book suggests that the Grail is an allegory for an esoteric secret. A secret so heretical that it had to go underground throughout the Middle Ages. It was passed along as the legend of the Grail.
And that secret is?
That Jesus had descendants. The Grail itself is an allegory of the womb of Mary Magdalene. Okay. In other words, her womb, right, the cup, contained his blood, or rather bloodline. His heirs.
Get out of town.
Kinky.
So this is basically the plot of the Da Vinci Code. But both Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned, and the Da Vinci Code are both based on the same book, Holy Blood, Holy Grail.
Is anyone actually buying this stuff about Jesus having descendants?
Sounds pretty Looney Tunes to me.
Whether it's true or not is not the point. The point is these secret societies believe it in a big way. Okay, look.
Okay, so I'm just going to skip that, talk more about
What's
the bloodlines.
What's this got to do with the Templars and the Freemasons and Priory of Sion again?
They're all supporters of the bloodline, dedicated to getting the bloodline back on the throne. The Templars were probably founded to find proof of the bloodline's genealogy. That's why they were excavating under the Temple of Solomon.
Broken Sword was also inspired by that book. Oh, cool. I've not actually played Broken Sword.
A 2,000-year-old birth certificate with the father listed as the son of God?
Jesus was of the royal house of David, and if he had children, it would have been in the temple records.
If the Priory and the Templars were both supporters of the bloodline,
I've had 2 caroling gigs
split up
this week.
Oh, no.
So
maybe they had a
weird
falling out.
Christmas
like
carols
Martin
in my head.
Luther and the Catholics.
Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel.
The Professor and Mr. Howell.
Don't start.
You can tell this was rated M for mature, else it would have been Gabriel Knight 3, Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Danged. Also, probably significantly less people with their
I'm not
throats
sure
cut
I
out.
want to know,
Just
but
putting it out
who
there.
or what
Putting it out
is
there.
the Priory?
The Priory of Sion is an offshoot of the Templars. See, they split off before the Templar
This game actually does a pretty good job of
The Priory returned to France from the Holy Land and set up a bunch of monasteries here.
What's that got to do with now?
Well, the Priory
Like
still
just
exists,
listing
and
off
they seem to have
facts?
some kind of major agenda
Exposition.
going on with Rennes-le-Château.
Like, the dialogue is well written enough that it's like, yeah, I'm willing to just sit here and listen to this. Well, I'm not today because I listened to all of this last week. I think twice even because I missed stuff.
Here's a random thought. that whole argument between Prince James's men and the Abbé, if the men were Freemasons, could the Abbé be Priory?
Maybe. But I was thinking that Montreux might be Priory.
Montreux?
Yeah, he's the owner of the local winery, Chateau de Serres. There was just something weird about that place.
I'll have to check it out.
Besides, if the Priory and the
There's also a
Freemasons
book by
are both
Umberto
supporters of the
Eco that inspired
bloodline, why
Broken
would they
Sword,
be ripping each
GK3, and
other's
Da Vinci
throats
Code.
out?
Don't remember the name, but it's about a secret
friendly,
society.
Rose. They may have started out in bed together, but that doesn't mean they always
Gonna
agree.
look it up.
Oh, kind of like the U.S. and England.
Reagan and Bush.
Hardcastle and McCormick.
Siegfried and Roy.
All right already.
The Name of the Rose. Which I think
So what's the Priory's agenda in Rennes-le-Château?
I'm not sure.
Not the Name
exactly.
of the Rose?
But whatever it is, it probably has something to do with the bloodline.
It's critical reception. Selected bib. Okay, Name of the Rose. Foucault's Pendulum, The Island of the Day Before, Bodolino, The Mysterious Flame of Queen Loana, The Prague Seminary, and Numero Zero. Those are all his novels. Then we have his nonfiction books. The Aesthetics of Thomas Aquinas, Art and Beauty in the Middle Ages, The Open Work, Misreadings, Apocalypse Postponed. The Middle Ages of James Joyce, The Aesthetics of Chaosmos, The Absent Structure, Faith and Fakes. Theory of Semiotics. I know Theory of Semiotics was referenced in Da Vinci Code because I'd never heard the word semiotics before. How to write a thesis. Foucault's Pendulum is the one you're thinking of? Cool.
How does this relate to the treasure?
The authors think
treasure.
Saunier found the Templar treasure, all right. But
Do
it
not
wasn't
seek
gold.
the treasure.
It was ancient genealogy charts from the Temple of Solomon, which Saunier then used to, get this, blackmail the Catholic Church. Or maybe he sold the documents to people like the Priory or the Masons.
Well, it's a theory. Was there anything else I should know about the book?
Maybe just one small thing. Listen. Many of the prominent families in Europe today claim Merovingian descent, including the Habsburg-Lorraines, Wittelsbachs, Plantards, and Montesquieux in France, the Sinclair family in Britain, and the Stuarts of Scotland.
The Stuarts? Prince James is a bloodline descendant?
Holy genealogies, Batman.
Whoa, it does kind of change the whole picture, doesn't it?
I really need to go.
You catching a train?
No, I just,
I still want to read a bit more. So let's meet back here at 5, shall we?
Sure. See ya.
Why don't you have anything to watch? Choose
There's
one
something
making
up
you
with
better
him.
feeling?
Go figure.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite know what you mean, Shivananda. Also, hello. Okay. Let's go. Am I... just because I don't want to mess up my stream settings, I'm not going to check that out. I'll take a look after the stream. Okay, and now I can... Emilio's gone off somewhere else. I can dust footprints on these. We do be speedrunning, because well, sort of. Because I did all of this last week. I'm Canadian, I must know that, and it making you better feel? I really don't know what you're talking about.
Got it.
Do I remember the stalking at the phone booths? I did.
This print doesn't look anything like the one I got off Puccelli's suitcase. It must be
Record.
Brooks's glass. I'll mark it.
What's his name? So-and-so. Bukele at the phone booths. Just to make sure I'm getting as much as possible. And I like doing the...
Got it.
Fingerprinting. Oh, you're a bit further? Well, because I accidentally glitched through a puzzle. So I went back. So that I actually did the puzzle. In Montreux's office, I missed pressing a button that turned on lasers so that all of the little heads had a laser pointing at each other. I just made them all look in the correct direction because I'm like, there's 5 of them. We should make a pentagram.
That's Puccelli's print. It matches the one I already have. I don't need
when I went and clicked on, it just skipped through that puzzle entirely. And also I didn't get a fingerprint from Montreux. Ooh, I have to go and use Sydney. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Get myself a fake ID so that I can sneak into Chateau de Serre. Let's see. Oh, getting all the license plates. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get all the license plates. I think you get like one shot at figuring out who drives the red ones, and I missed it. I'm not going back.
That should work.
Let's work for the New York Times. Yeah, I did. The game just, it's like, oh, well, you did this thing. I'm going to skip through the animation. Just let you continue on. I found a speed running strat. Oops, that's the bathroom. That's the door. Let's go bug Montreux, and he can be creepy and talk about
Harley.
grapes eugenics. Ooh, and we can follow Estelle. Catch her first. So I don't want to miss that. Just wait for her to wheel on by. It has gotten so cold. Thus, the cozy outfit today. Oh, here she comes. Nope. Nope. Yes.
Estelle stopped in the middle of nowhere.
Stuck since a few days. Doesn't make you feel... give you a better feeling? Oh. But not... Oh, because I had to go back. You're further ahead than me.
Why would they stop here? This place isn't even interesting enough to have a tourist sign.
Where do I have... Oh, it's your first time going through GK3?
I already have the license plate number, and I don't need the tire tread.
Yeah. This is not my first time playing it for me, but it's been like 25 years. So don't remember everything, and also there's a lot of things that it's very easy to miss. Oh, because of me? Aww. Yes. Soon I will have many people playing this game, and they will say, oh, look, this game is popular. We should make a GK4. Or let Jane Jensen write a Gabriel Knight 4 book. I would also accept that.
Hi, Estelle. Everything okay?
Did you follow me here, Mr. Knight?
Me? Uh-huh. I just stopped to see if you needed help.
I do not need help, but thank you for your concern.
Don't mention it.
And I'm just going to zip through the conversation.
How did...
Basically talk about how she and Lady Howard met.
So I don't...
She denies that, like, no, we don't have a theory or nothing's going on here. Please leave. Like, okay, yeah, you got a theory that has something to do with this place.
There's nothing here but trees.
HBO Gabriel Knight series, yeah. Like, I would totally accept it as, like, a period thing. Like, if it was, because, like, it's gotta be set in the 90s. The story doesn't work if it's not. Because if Gabe knows how to use Google, it's all over for Grace. She has nothing to do. Is there anything up this way? I don't think so. Nope, just checking. All right. Hop on the bike. You want a new game, but at this point you would accept anything? Yeah, same. Like, just, there are a couple of short stories, and a comic version of one of the short stories. They are available on Robert Holmes' website. Robert Holmes being the music director for the Gabriel Knight series, and also Jane Jensen's husband. It's so cute. Okay, side thing. There are so many couples that worked at Sierra, and I think that's just freaking adorable. There's, of course, Ken and Roberta Williams, Lori and Corey Cole, Jane Jensen and Robert Holmes. It's just like, aw, so cute. Right, going to... Yeah, you read the comics, it's a tease, like, yeah, it's just a snippet. It's barely anything that's like, yes, I want more of this story, please. Knock, knock. I like how there's sort of like a grapevine design on the doors.
Je regrette, mais nous sommes fermés.
I'm sorry, but we're closed.
I have no idea what you just said, but I...
Yes, what is it you want?
My name's Knight. I'm a reporter.
Okay.
I'm doing a feature
so
on...
So basically, we talk with Montrose.
What would you like to sell,
He's
sir?
a little creepy.
Are you from this area? What kind...
He talks about the importance of bloodlines and finding the perfect bloodline, except for grapes, not for people.
What exactly?
Because that would be different. Christy Marks and Peter Ledger, yes, as well.
You know, kind of a nice fella.
Not a nice fella. He's evil. I always forget about Christy Marks because I didn't play any of her games until recently. So, which I regret because Conquest of the Longbow, so good. And also, I loved Gem growing up. I didn't play any of Christy Marks' games, which is truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Okay, sometimes the jokes are just for me. Yeah, so just back to Ren. Le Chateau. You're with Gabe on the language barrier. You know some German, but no French. Like, Gabe should know some French. They speak French in New Orleans. Like, what's funny is like regarding Gem, everybody knows the famous theme song is the Gem is outrageous, truly, truly, truly outrageous. But the song that's in my head that I remember is Gem and my name, no one else is the same. Gem is my name, Gem, which I think is like the original theme song. And then they switched to Gem is truly outrageous. Weird facts that fill my brain. Oh! You gotta do it. You gotta do it. I always forget which way to go. Okay, let's add some data. So I can't skip through saving the files. I look especially beautiful, must be the Christmas spirit. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, this weekend I actually had 2 separate Christmas caroling gigs. I did a tree lighting ceremony downtown, and then sang Port Credit Business Improvement Association, just singing in front of shops downtown. And that was very fun. Very cold, though. The one yesterday was on the lake shore. And for those who are not familiar with Canadian geography, Lake Ontario is huge. It's bigly, hugely huge. It has its own weather patterns. So when the wind comes in off the lake, it's either lovely and warm because it's like held on to a whole lot of heat, or it is frigid. And yesterday was a frigid day. So I was wearing like 3 layers of clothing underneath my caroling costume. But like if you're singing, you can't like bundle up your face. So just at the end, I was just like completely flushed red, windburn. So cold. You never heard about Gem until recently? Your kid sister watched Maxie's World back in the day? I'm not familiar with Maxie's World. Nope, that's not the button I wanted. Is there anything else I have to add? Oop, mostly. Moe's lice. Anything else? Oh, this? Also because it's so cold. We are not doing the full mermaid costume. We are in our jammies. We are wearing a housecoat. We are bundling the heck up. Okay, let's do some computer stuff. Let's translate Signore Buchelli's thing. Assuming you've watched Murdoch Mysteries, even better. My caroling group, not me personally, I didn't get booked for this bit because they only wanted 4 singers and there were like 20 people in the group at the time. But my caroling group is actually the Christmas carolers in their first Christmas special. So I nearly was on Murdoch Mysteries. Okay. So, Signore Buchelli, he called... Oh, not French. Okay.
Interesting conversation.
But yeah, I don't watch it an awful lot. Just because I there's so much of it now. But I did used to watch it a lot in the first few seasons. Also read the book. It's very different from the show, but first book was quite good. So basically, Bukele is calling Father Grena to say that there are dead guys. Very important. Everyone needs to know about dead guys. Let's link up some suspects. I like that you can put your own notes about people.
Gracie entered these last night.
Which is why, yes, bitch, for Madeline Bouthane. You love that show? You've been watching since the start? Nice. Okay. Oh, not Booch. Booth. Link to suspect. Who else do I have? Lady Howard. Estelle, link that to her as well. Wilkes. Mose. Oh, interesting. Mosley's not listed as a suspect. Interesting. So I can't put Mosley's license plate in. I didn't notice that last time. What am I missing? Welcome back, everybody. What have I not finished here? I don't think there's anybody in the dining room. Nope. I'm gonna have some coffee though. Because it's Gabe, he's gotta have his coffee. Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee. And then left the cup for anyone else to possibly drink out of. Ugh, gross. I know why, in terms of like programming, so that they didn't have to like make new cups or something, but ew, ew. The Backstreet Boys will be playing next year for a week in a row in Dusseldorf? Wow. That is a long engagement for like something that's not like Vegas, where performers have like year-long residencies. Usually it's like 1 night only, or possibly 2.
I'll go get the Harley.
Never get shows going on that long in Canada. Am missing something? Oh, okay, everything I have to do is here. What am I missing? The problem with replaying is like, wait, is there something that I haven't done? Is there something I'm missing? Is it that I didn't actually follow Larry Chester to... No, because then it would say that I'd have to go back to Larry Chester's house. What am I missing? Why am I not going on to the next time block? Mystery. You did the Advent sloth thingy yesterday? 7 kilometers, didn't need a walking break. Oh, that's so good. Wow. It's from 70 people, you were nearly last. It was very antisocial as always. But there were vegan cookies and stuff at the finish, cozy and all, but went straight home. That is amazing. That's such a good, well done, Shivananda. And like, in a race, you are racing yourself. If you manage to get all the way through without, like, if you're doing your best, then you have won the race. Boom. Take that to the bank. Hello, Sinistubborn. Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. We're playing Gabriel Knight 3. Just doing a little bit of backtracking here because I glitched through a puzzle last week we played, and now I'm trying to figure out what I've missed that we're not continuing. And the problem with replaying something is like, wait, I don't need to do that. I did that. I remember having done a thing, but was that this time? Was that last time? I don't know. So Gabriel doesn't look things up in Sydney. He just doesn't do that. So that's not what I'm looking for. Oops, caught on a bench. Meow. I have the Easter eggs turned on. Okay, what would I be missing? Oh, I remember now. I remember. So I went to Larry Chester's house and saw that he has an alarm clock set to wake him up at 2.
Say, Jean, do you guys do wake-up calls?
That's the thing.
Maybe you could have Simone buzz the room for me about 2 a.m.?
Certainement.
You won't let me down now, will ya?
Oh, most assuredly, monsieur. I forget nothing.
There we go. That was the thing. I remember having a problem with that the very first time I played as well, because I didn't know that wake-up calls at a hotel were a thing. Every hotel I had ever been in has an alarm clock.
So where's Mosley?
Hey guys, it's 5.
Thank you, oh guardian of the clock.
Okay, don't start, you two. I want to hear what happened.
You mean at Chateau de Serras? You're right. The guy's probably into one of these secret societies. You should have heard him go on about alchemy, but
Woo!
I don't know.
10-stream streak for Dragonlancer. Way to go.
I say anyone who's involved with these secret societies is a big suspect.
Speaking of which, Larry Chester is definitely lying. He said McDougal and Mallory just stopped by last night for directions. I couldn't get him to crack.
Who's this? Chester?
That's right.
Interesting. I'll get started on the treasure angle. Check out the museum and church tonight. That book really got my juices flowing.
So that's what it takes.
Huh?
So,
Gabe.
are we gonna eat or what? I'm starved.
Well, actually, Grace and I had talked about catching up.
That's okay, Mose. I want to stick with my research for a while. Why don't you and Gabriel go?
I can wait till later if you...
No, I think that's a great idea. In fact, I think we should be going right now. Shouldn't we, Mose?
See ya.
And
see,
Mosley
Grace,
is
maybe after dinner.
Okay, save. And I'm just going to save right over... Didn't I have? Yep. Oh, man, I was so far back. Eee. Should I go? So I am having a debate with myself. Basically, I have to redo all of, like, half of Le Serpent Rouge, which is like the big puzzle of the game where you find out certain points of geography and geometry and combine them all on a map, and you start to find out the location of the treasure of Rennes-le-Château. I did all that already, half of it at least. But I'm not real, like, do I want to do it all again? Sierra games are interesting. You love retro games. Greetings from Mumbai. Oh, hello. Hello, Mumbai. We've got people from all over the, like, it's so cool that, like, there's people from all over the world that tune in. I love it. You trained with slower, heavily cushioned shoes, primarily to be able to run very slowly, but without brakes. You started, you were half dead after like half a kilometer. And now the goal is to run a half marathon next year without too many breaks. Oh, that's amazing. Best line in the game is Grace asks Jean, I'm trying to solve Le Serpent Rouge. Any suggestions? Oui, madame. Get a life. Okay, do I want to continue? You know what? I like doing Le Serpent Rouge. I'm doing it again. You can't stop me. You guys are all inside of a computer. So we're saving over Mosley gets cock-blocked. And Grace does computer stuff. Do I have anything to add? Yes, I do. Oops, nope, that was just a misclick. I also have Montrose fingerprint now, which I didn't before. Thing is, it's circumstantial evidence that that's Montrose fingerprints. It could be anybody's that lives or works in that chateau. You don't know it's his. You didn't see him actually handle that book. Is this the endgame music? Yes, it is. It's very chill. Unless, till eventually, it just goes really hard.
Have you seen anything, I don't know, curious around town lately?
Ah, oui, mademoiselle.
What?
Someone has bought a chicken. It is making my mother crazy, this chicken. It comes to the garden, it eats her
Seemed
seeds.
a little too dramatic for
I do
searching
not
a
know
computer.
who is the owner of this chicken, but I know my mother. This chicken will be in
Robert
the soup
Holmes
pot
has
one
stated
night.
that he often, like when he's writing
happens to the
something,
best of us.
he doesn't know like how. For Gabriel Knight games, he didn't necessarily know how often or how much the sequence would be used. So that's why in Gabriel Knight 1, the map music is like incredibly complex and it's quite a long piece, but usually it's just you go to the map screen, you click the place you're going to, you're gone, you won't hear all of it. So sometimes the amount of complexity and drama of a piece doesn't necessarily match.
Do you know anything about the treasure?
What's going on?
Well,
but it's all
I've
good.
seen many treasure seekers come and go, mademoiselle, but I have never thought much of the idea myself. But there
so
is
cute.
a museum if...
Yeah, I know. Thanks anyway.
All right, so Gracie's going to the museum. I always get it wrong. Doesn't matter whether I want to go to the museum or the church. I will choose the wrong direction. There's a thing on the door. I'm going to take it. I have now taken it. And I'm going to fingerprint it. Boop. 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 So Le Serpent Rouge is mentioned earlier in the game as a riddle.
There is a fingerprint
that
on it.
Was submitted to sort of the French National Library. I don't remember what it's called. Sort of like the Library of Congress, where anything that is published, it's required by law that it be submitted to this library. But it was then somehow it went missing. So there's references to it like that it was submitted, but there's not actually been any copies of it available. And now I have a copy of it.
This riddle is fascinating. You can almost see what it's hinting at. I really want to solve it.
Okay. So, this first
I laid
section
down the path of Ra and was illuminated. What's the path of Ra? Maybe I should try a search and see what Sydney has to say about Ra.
They made a documentary of how the idea of a treasure in Rennes-le-Chateau started. I would like to check that out sometime.
All this stuff is interesting, but I'm not... All this stuff is interesting. It's a pamphlet from...
Okay. So I think I have to actually go look up Ra, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. That might be different. Ah, darn it. Wrong direction every time. Ah! There we go. Yep, Boney M. Oh. Up the daisy? Now we're close to sticking point. is a word. It breaks up all the mystery, but it's still fun. Yeah, like it's a conspiracy theory thing. Like if there was anything to it, it would have been found by now. But this, things don't have to be as they actually are. We can fudge things to make it fit. All our puzzles fit reality. Okay, so search. We're looking up. Ooh, I haven't done really any searching here. brah. We're searching. So this is just Ra, sun god. Ooh. So I found some things in Montreux's study, some references that I didn't have when we played last week. So let's take a look at those. Apollonius. Subject knockdown. Oats. Could it be because I spelled it wrong? Entirely pause. There we go. Apollonius of Tyana. Boney M is great. So many metal bands have made fun covers of their songs. Yeah, we get a lot of requests for, what is the Christmas song that they did? I have the tune in my head, but I don't actually know the words because it's not in my caroling group's repertoire, but a lot of people want us to do it. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's what you loved about the early Assassin's Creed games, especially 2. They used established history and conspiracies to incorporate their stories so that those conspiracies were caused by things from the Assassin's Creed games. Yes, that's really what happens in Gabriel Knight 3. It's like, yeah, these conspiracies, and in 2 as well, like these were real things that people actually thought, and then we just tweak it a little bit so that it fits our story more than reality. Okay, so Apollonius of Tyana. I didn't read this last time, so prepare for the reading voice. A Neo-Pythagorean of Greece who acquired a reputation for his magical powers. He is considered a contemporary of Christ. Francis Barrett claimed him to be one of the most extraordinary persons that ever appeared in the world. Born at Tyana in Asia Minor, he was educated at Tarsus and at the temple of Asclepius at Aegae, I don't know how to pronounce that word, where at 16 he became an adherent of Pythagoras, whose discipline he ascribed to all of his life. He died during the 2nd century AD. In his desire for knowledge, he traveled many Eastern countries, and according to legend, he performed miracles wherever he went. When in Ephesus, he warned the citizens of a forthcoming plague. The people disregarded his warning until the pestilence was upon them. Then they remembered his words and sought further counsel of the mighty magician. He told them that there was a wretched beggar among them who they should stone to death. At first, the people were hesitant to do such a drastic act, but the continued appearance of the beggar and the magician's stern accusations changed their minds. After the deed was done, the people removed the mounds of stone under which they thought the beggar laid, but a black dog appeared, which Apollonius pronounced was the cause of the plague. It says caused there. I know what they meant. When in Rome, it is said he brought the daughter of a consular back to life. Even Apollonius' biographer was not certain whether this girl just appeared to be dead or was actually dead. However, this feat won Apollonius notoriety, for the girl was well liked among the people and betrothed. Weird way of saying anything. He is allegedly said to have prevented one of his former students, Menippus of Corinth, from marrying a vampire. Ooh, interesting. The young man had not heeded earlier warnings. The wedding festivities had proceeded up to the banquet when Apollonius appeared as a guest. He then made all the luxuries of the banquet and the guests disappear, proving they were a hoax. After doing this, he forced the girl to confess as being a lima, a type of vampire. Another legend has it that the Indian magician made 7 rings representing the 7 planets and presented them to Apollonius, who wore a different one each day. It is said this enabled him to maintain his youthful vigor well into old age. He is reputed to have lived to 100. There's a lot of typos in this entry. Apollonius' death is a mystery. According to some, he fell out of favor with Emperor Severu, who put him on trial and had his hair cut off to eliminate his magical powers. Apollonius simply disappeared from the courtroom, never to be seen again. His followers admitted he died, but said he was caught up and taken up to heaven. Other people did not even know he had died. In Tyana, a temple was built and dedicated to him, and statues of him reside in other temples. The only extensive work about Apollonius was written by Philostratus at the insistence of Julia, the mother of Emperor Severus. However, oh man, the typos in this entry. However, Philostratus' work is criticized for being based on the work of Denis the Assyrian, who was a disciple of Apollonius. It's different from Denis the Menace of Venice. Some consider the latter work could be literary fiction, but Philostratus substantiated the work by stating it described the life of Apollonius, showing him to be an ascetic, and his personal knowledge was combined with revelations which he received from the gods. Philostratus continued by saying he did not take away from Apollonius' integrity, because other great Greek philosophers, such as Plato, also claimed to have received divine revelation. It is probable, however, that some of the writings about Apollonius was borrowed from Occidental philosophy and are more Brahminical than magical. Of course! It's got to be more Brahminical than magical. What does that mean? The occultist Alpheus Levi in the 19th century attempted to conjure the spirit of Apollonius in a necromantic ritual, AGH. That's the second time it said AGH. Is there anything in the bibliography about AGH? What is AG? I'm just going to type AGH into the search here. AGH. Ooh. Mystica topics. This is not an index of all articles in Sydney. The articles with the Mystica Encyclopedia have been placed under related topics. Ooh. Oh, I could go into a big wiki hole here. And I really want to, because I like that sort of thing. I don't know what I still don't know what AGH is, though. Why does that come to Mystica topics? And AGH was mentioned in this thing that I saw in Montrose library, I think. No, AHB. Fleas when AHB located in 705. What is AHB? Subject not found. Alhambra. What is AHB? I'm going to go back to my list of the immortals. Let's see who else we got. We're going to stay away from this index thing because I will not continue to play the game. I will just read every single one of these out loud. Okay, Ezekiel. Oh. EZCK. Oh. Wait. EZEKIA. Okay, fine then. Nothing about you. I've already looked at Pythagoras. Christian Rosenkreutz. Subject not found. Okay. Saint Paul? Really? Do I have to type saint? Okay. Saint Germain. Really? Saints not found at all? Wandering Jew. Okay, so the search is still working. I've already read that, though. Huh. Don't know what that is all about. So the only one I could look up is Apollonius from the list. Fun. History. Apollonius. Ooh, there's a lot about magic. Do I want to go down this wiki hole? I want to go down this wiki hole, but will it make good content? You gotta make good content. Ooh, in this section are described some of the beliefs, laws, and practices employed within the mysterious realm of magic. These descriptions are presented to give the visitor some answers as to who still practices magic and for what reasons. Oh my gosh, there's so much. The Magic Circle, isn't that like the organization that sort of licenses prestidigitation? Oh, no, we're talking about like a magic circle. Like his sigil. Okay. Oh man, I want to go into all of this. Like there's so much in Sydney. It's like it really fills out the world of Gabriel Knight. There's just so much information you can find. Incommunicable axiom. What? An incommunicable axiom is a catalytic knowledge of the occult which was considered a magic code. Having solved this, the occultist is deemed to be omnipotent. Many have considered the 4 letters in the tetragram, the Kabbalistic words Azoth and Inri, for example, contain the divine code, once the adepts arrange them in their proper order. What? What? Oh man. No, okay, I'm not going to get into this. I'm not going to do it. There's too much. Do the puzzle, Pearl. Do the actual puzzle. Okay. So what I have to do for this one, the first part of this puzzle is I have to map the line of Ra as outlined by the Le Serpent Rouge, and it state what I have found. Separate Sydney only stream ahead. Very tempting. I might do that. Just going down through all of the different sections. Like, we're not actually playing the game. I just want to see what's in here. Oops, nope. I didn't mean to do that. Clear points. Okay. enter points. Le Boop. And the chateau then says that prestidigitation, pre is before. Asian deals with action or process. With an action or process. Digit must be fingers. Yeah. So prestidigitation is it's another word for sleight of hand magic, basically. So I think presta is like as in presto. So basically fast hands, fast fingers. Presto, fast, digit, fingers. Fast hands. I might be wrong on that. But that's sort of what I thought it was. So according to the little booklet I got from the Rennes-le-Chateau Church, Mary Magdalene's, there's on a certain day of the year, you get the sunlight shines directly at Chateau de Serre. Is it Chateau de Serre or wait, no. Chateau de Blanchefort. That's right. Start analysis.
Very cool.
Okay. Fast hands action. Yeah, so which is sleight of hand. Another word for magic. Okay, so on to the next bit of Le Serpent Rouge. Okay.
I was further aided by the parchments of my friend. I wonder if they're referring to the parchments, the ones Saunière found. I was further aided by the parchments of my friend. They murmur of the lady. Long ago her name was Isis, queen of the benevolent springs. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Others knew her as Magdalene with the celebrated vows of healing balm. The initiated knew her to be the Lady of the Lake and Notre Dame de Cross. The circle is the ring, and the crown forms the diadem of the queen of the castle.
You know prestidigitation from Dungeons and Dragons, but never looked into the word itself? Yeah, so one of my favorite uses of prestidigitation I've ever seen was actually from a group that didn't quite understand what the spell was. So for those who are not familiar with D&D, there's a spell. It's a first level, easy basic spell called prestidigitation, where you can change something about the way an item appears. So you can use it to clean something, you can change its smell, its taste, its color, like simple things like that. And they wanted to use the spell to clean this rat that they found. So they didn't I can do all of the things. They thought they could do everything to that rat. They could clean it and change its taste and smell. So they cleaned it, made it smell like strawberries, and made it spicy. They just needed to clean it. That's all they needed to do. Poor rat. Okay. So back to the search. We're looking up Magdalene. Mary Magdalene. Good. Did the rat get a roll to resist? That I do not recall. It was supposed to be this big mystery that, surprise, surprise, the rat is actually the son of the Baron that they've been hired to find. But the DM forgot that their cleric could speak with animals as a ritual, which she did. It's like, can ask one question, like, are you the boy we're looking for? Yes? Okay, well, this is a very short adventure. I'm still filthy with sewer gunk. Shut up, you're tasty now. You're spicy. Okay, Mary Magdalene, Lady of the Lake. Not going to read these. If you want to hear me reading them out, check out my YouTube channel. Notre Dame de Cross. Notre Dame. That just goes to Mary. Fantastic. Actually, did I read this one out loud? Mary, the mother of Jesus, is revered by Catholics around the world. In 431 AD, she was declared to be holy. In 1854, Pope Pius IX stated that Mary was the virgin birth. Mary was of virgin birth. Pope Pius the 12th designed Mary Queen of Heaven and Queen of the World. She was recently been granted the title of co-redemptrix. Some of this raising up of Mary to a position of goddess-like power has offended Protestant religions who believe that Mary was only human, and that she had other children with her husband Joseph after Jesus' virgin birth, which was actually a plot point in Dogma, the Kevin Smith movie. None of this makes the cult of Mary any less mysterious and dynamic within Catholicism, gaining the highest adherents, including the current Pope, John Paul II. We have gone through like 4 popes since him. Over the centuries, Mary has appeared in a number of sightings, particularly in the past 100 years, at such places as Lourdes, Medjugorje, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and Fatima. These places have become shrines where thousands go for healing or for pilgrimage. Mary is often thought to involve herself more directly in human affairs, even perhaps to become a kind of guardian spirit over those who have been faithful in her service. Mary's been known by various titles, including Queen of the World, Queen of Heaven, Mother of God, the Blessed Virgin, the Holy Mother, and the Immaculate Conception. With the late actor for Snape, Alan Rickman. An absolute delight of a gentleman. I don't think I've seen a single thing that he's been in that I haven't liked his performance. I might not have liked the movie as a whole, Harry Potter, but I liked him. His performance in Sense and Sensibility. Swoons for days. Isis was the most important Egyptian goddess, wife of Osiris and mother to Horus and all of creation. The cult of Isis was widespread in Greece and Rome also, until overrun by Christianity. According to Egyptian legend, Osiris was murdered and cut into many pieces. Isis gathered the pieces and put them back together, healing Osiris and reviving him. Isis was also believed to have given birth to the sun Ra. Her symbol was the circle. Okay. Let's take a look at this.
It's a pamphlet from
Yeah.
It's a pamphlet.
No. Look at it. There we go. So I have to make 4 points on the map at these locations, because there are the 4 places where Magdalene is found. It does make sense. Okay, enter points. We are looking for Bucharest. We are looking for Saint-Just-les-Bisous. We are looking for Oran-le-Château. And we are looking for, what is the 4th place? What was the 4th place? Stauza. He was great in Robin Hood. Oh my gosh, yes. I will carve your heart out with a spoon. Why a spoon, sir? Because it'll hurt more. Yes, George Carlin was in it too. He was a cardinal. Dogma is so good. Like, I was very confused because that was, I think, the first Kevin Smith movie that I saw. So I didn't quite understand Jay and Silent Bob. I understand them now. Reine Laban. Where is it? Where the heck is it? Ah, there you go. Oh, this is not the right puzzle that I'm doing. Salma Hayek, Chris Rock. Yeah, it was star-studded. Like, that. I honestly think that Dogma is Kevin Smith's greatest movie of, like, the View Askew universe. I haven't seen enough of his non-View Askew movies to really have an opinion on those, but okay. Traffic. Open file. Huh. I've done something wrong. Yep, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Alanis Morissette? Like, star-studded. Why don't I have circles? Oops, that's not right. I have done something wrong. What have I done wrong? Hello, everyone. Thank you, Omega Nova O, for the raid. Hello. Get raided. My name is Princess Pearl. I stream Sunday nights to Monday morning, midnight Eastern Standard Time, streaming adventure games, cozy games, whatever my little heart desires. And currently, I am streaming Gabriel Knight 3, Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned. Currently going back and redoing some puzzles because I glitched through a section and didn't want to miss. Thank you so much for the follow, Omega Nova. And unfortunately, you've come in just at a point where I got stuck. Because what I have to do at this section of the game is follow a riddle to find various points on this map. And it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. That's very frustrating. Oh, that's okay. It's how adventure games go. You're playing through King's Quest II Remake for the first time blind, but you played the original. Yeah, King's Quest II Remake, it's so good, but it's just like, wow, it's different. There's just enough similarities like, oh, I remember this set piece. I remember this inventory item, but it does not play the same at all. It's really good. Yeah, they added a lot of stuff. It's really good. And I love that they got Josh Mandel, the voice of King Graham in King's Quest 5 and 6, to come back and voice Graham for the remakes. It's just so fun. The voice acting is nice. I feel like you remembered Space Quest 5 having voice acting, but it must be a Mandela effect. Yeah, they had planned to do voice acting, but in order to, from what I understand it, like it was a time and money thing in order to get the game shipped when they wanted to and to keep file size down. They're just like, nope, just get it out the door. King's Quest 5 is a favorite of yours. It was my first ever PC adventure game. Prior to that, I played some text adventures on Atari ST, but this was the first one like with mouse support. Woo. It is not my first playthrough of GK3 at Tintin XM, but I haven't played it since like it came out. I played it a couple times back in the day, and then it was such a big file size, never kept it on a computer. So if I wanted to play it, it's like, okay, I have to settle down, have to clear off memory to actually play it. But now with much larger hard drive sizes, can keep that going. Maybe you played so many Space Quest games, you can hear the narrator even if he isn't there. Gary Owens! Oh yes, I am a point and click, adventure games are my happy place. I love them so much. Yeah. I was so worried going into playing. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Tintin. I was so worried going into playing Gabriel Knight 3 because I hadn't played it in so long, and I was worried, like, I remember really, really liking that. Is this just going to be nostalgia goggles? Will I not actually enjoy it as much? I'm having such a good time. Okay. So Tintin's games. Mean Streets, Indiana Jones the Fate. Okay, Mean Streets I haven't played. Indiana Jones Fate of Atlantis, I have played. I played that on stream. It was my first playthrough of it. 007 James Bond The Stealth Affair, not played that. Monkey Island series, I've played 1, 2, and 3. I have not played anything since they went 3D. Rise of the Dragon, have not played that. Gabriel Knight series, obviously. Broken Sword series, no. Snatcher, no. Beavis and Butthead Do You, have not played that. I have not played Blade Runner, Nightlong Union City, Conspiracy, no. The Dig, it's on my list to play, but I haven't played it. Runaway series, no. Grim Fandango, yes. Still Life, no. Gray Matter, I want to play that so bad. I love Jane Jensen. Like, I have her books. I love her. Sam and Max series, I have not played Sam and Max. You call yourself the #1 Goblins Quest streamer? I love Goblins. I can't remember if I actually finished it back in the day though. I've got a feeling like I had, because as you know, the Goblins save mechanic wasn't actually like saving. It's like you enter the code and then you go back. And I think my mom threw out the envelope I was writing down all of my codes on. It's like, well, I think that's done. I guess I'm not playing anymore. I have actually not played Full Throttle. Story time. The computer store near me when I was growing up, back in the 90s, the days of yore, had a game as like a demo on the computer there, and there was this one puzzle that it would be on where you'd have to attach a trailer to a motorcycle and then drive through a tunnel, and there were some people chasing you, and then the trailer thing would get detached from the motorcycle, they'd steal it back, and then you'd end up back where you were. And I had no idea what this game was. I wanted to play it. Because just as I figured out, like, wait, something flew off of the trailer. If I click on that, then maybe I can continue. But then I had to go because we were at a store. I wasn't actually playing it. I had no clue what this game was. They didn't have any signage saying, this computer has full throttle set up. So I didn't know what game it was. Never actually got around to playing it, but someday I will. My family was heavy into the Sierra games rather than, I didn't even play any LucasArts until I was in college. An obscure title is Hopkins FBI. Pretty gory, but definitely a fun experience. Cool. You have the dial-up pirate. It still has the code written on it. Nice. Hello, Stan the Man, SPM. Welcome. Thanks for the lurk. He loves everything Sierra and LucasArts. Yeah, I am much newer to LucasArts than to Sierra, because I've been playing Sierra games since King's Quest V came out. We had that in the old box where there's like a family flying through the air carrying a dog. Can escape from Monkey Island, but return to Monkey Island is worth playing. That's what I've heard. But just for completion's sake, I still probably want to play it. The music just stopped there for a second because I paused. Like, you guys all just came in. You don't want to see an ad break right away. Bump that off. Will I play King's Quest VIII for completion's sake? I did. I played it. I played all 8 of the mainline King's Quest games. And played King's Quest II VGA. Then it was Halloween. I'm like, you know what? I'll play Gabriel Knight 1. Just for a spooky stream. And then I'm like, no, I want to play Gabriel Knight 2. Well, someday I will get back to the complete King's Quest playthrough. We'll play the whole thing, including all of the remakes and King's Quest 2015. But I'm on a Gabriel Knight kick right now. you have to. Oh, okay. Is there a regular VGA or is Romancing the Stones the VGA version? No, King's Quest 2 originally came out using the AGI engine, which is just the text parser, very pixelated EGA. That's it. So the Romancing the Stones was made to sort of go back, and originally they were just going to do a remake in point and click with VGA, but it's like, well, while we're here, we'll judge this puzzle and that puzzle, and we'll completely rewrite everything. It was like a slow process. Growing up in Europe, you played everything LucasArts, but the Sierra horror games came out when you were a teenager, so obviously you played those. Yeah, I really enjoyed Shivers 2. But that's the only horror Sierra game I played. Like the Gabriel Knight games, they're paranormal. They're not really horror, but that's sort of as scary as I like to go. I'm chicken. Okay. I should probably, speaking of games, I should probably play this one that I've got up on my screen, shouldn't I? That's crazy. Who does that? Who plays games? Not me. I read Wikipedia pages that are programmed into the game. Oh gosh. They even put an awful voice in the game. There's at least one in every King's Quest game. Possum's voice in Romancing the Stones is terrible, like the rat in King's Quest V. Oh, it was so bad. Why did they do that? When in doubt, do not pitch shift a voice. Don't do it. Don't do it. I would rather listen to Cedric, which was actually, I don't remember the gentleman's name who did the voice, but it was actually him talking like this. And it's way less annoying than the pitch shifted voice of the rat. Or the pitch-shifted voice of Possum in King's Quest II Redux. Ooh, Cedric always made you laugh. I was so surprised about the Cedric hate when I got more into sort of the modern adventure game fandom, because growing up, I had the floppy versions, so there's no voice acting. So, you know, in my... you were too, you're like, why do people like... in my mind, Cedric's voice was like Owl from, like Winnie the Pooh, or the owl in Bambi. It's like, oh, little fussy man. I did not expect this. You have two... You felt terrible when he got injured. Yeah, I was so upset. I think I actually went back and like tried to redo stuff like, no, don't hurt him. He got hurt so often. Poor little dude. You have two favorite voices in King's Quest. The voice of Prince Alexander in King's Quest VI. Yeah, Bobby Benson did an amazing job. Also, the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. And the voice of the blacksmith in King's Quest VI. Hello, sugar darling. Give us a big old hiss. But because I played the floppy versions of most adventure games, I have different voices in my head. Like the dangling participle in King's Quest VI.
The voice in King's Quest VI, it sounds like this.
Like, oh, no, that's terrible and horrible. I don't want to listen to that. But in my head,
it always sounded like a little bit, just a little guy. Like you, I do. Go I with you.
Kenny in Curse of Monkey Island was Gary Coleman, yes. But so many adventure games have stacked voice casts. Like, for example, Gabriel Knight, we have Tim Curry as Gabe. Mark Hamill as Detective Mosley. In the first one, Michael Dorn plays Dr. John. In this one, we have Renee Aubergenois, Odo from Deep Space Nine, as the taxi driver, who we have one conversation with. It's like such a waste. Like, no, you got such a good actor and you gave it like a little itty bitty part. Alrighty. What am I doing? Where am I going? Why am I in this handbasket? Why don't I have my circles? If you use the hand icon on the dangling participle, he would say, "Tickle me not!" And I never forgot it. So it would have been like, "Tickle me not!" I think the voice that my sister and I used was like,
"Tickle me not!"
I thought I did all of this already.
Wow.
I
There's
guess
a hidden
not.
message in the text.
Wow. How did I not do all this? I thought I did this. The problem with going back and redoing stuff is that you forget what you've already done. King's Quest VI had some great ones. Had to educate people on Edwin when you got to Jollo. Oh, yes. Edwin was also the Mad Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. Butter? Okay. We're getting some graphics now.
Scion. These parchments must be linked to the Priory somehow.
His voice inspired so many great clowns. I think the bookworm also had an Edwin voice. Analyze text. Everybody loves the dial-up noise. Okay.
Shepherdess no temptation that puissant Teniers hold the key. Peace 681 by the cross and this horse of God, I complete this demon guardian at midday. Or to the meridian, blue apples. I think I'll write that cipher down.
The dial-up noise feels like getting in trouble past your bedtime as a kid. Thank you for entertaining the pirates. They have all sorts of different ways they can sing What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor? Okay, let's go back to the map. It's a really cool stream. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you stopped by. Oh, nope, not make ID. Analyze. It's back to the map. Use shape. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to remark my marks. Around the chateau. Stauza. Which I accidentally read last time as Custauza. I apologize to the nation of France. And Bucharest. And use shape. Circle. And begin.
Oh,
yes.
Incredible! It's Magdalene's crown. I'll write those coordinates down. It looks like they're at l'Hermitage.
Yes. Okay. Can I look at the next one?
The Queen's Guard is the Quaternity, they who stand watch over the Guardian. I look to the north and the west, then the south and the east, and everywhere I see them, their shining swords held out to meet each other. St. Michael and his brothers with their feet rooted in the earth. They surround the IS that none may harm her, and stand pressed against her in a way that Pythagoras would have approved.
Have I done any voice acting work? No, but I am a professional Christmas carol singer. And I've done a lot of stage acting. I perform at Renaissance festivals. So I use my voice a lot, but not in a recording sense. The Renaissance Festival is the reason for the whole mermaid theme. You've gone to the Renaissance Fair every year for the past 20 years. One of your favorite things. I love the Ren Fair so much. My current home fair is not technically a Renaissance festival. It is a pirate festival. The Ontario Pirate Festival in Guelph, Ontario. I've performed there almost every year since it opened. Currently performing as Princess Pearl the Mermaid. But
I used to perform as Mad Mary Teach, the daughter of Blackbeard.
Was a very fun character, but I just aged out of playing her because she was very physical and my poor bones could not do it anymore. Ooh, I haven't put in this fingerprint that I got off of the envelope the Serpent Rouge came in. Yep, my poor bones. They did not like when I rolled around on the ground a lot. So instead, I now sit in a pretty throne, dressed as a mermaid. I entertain the children, I sing pretty songs, play games, give out treasures. It's a lot of fun. Suspects. Open file. LSR print. Match analysis.
Working.
Like the water light effect? So, oh, thank you very much. It is actually a Christmas light that's meant to be like shone on the outside of your house, but it works for this.
Oh, shoot. Ooh. Whoever's print that is, we don't have them in the database yet. I guess I'll try again later when we've got more prints.
Someday my prince will come. Okay, so we had a little tick-tock clock sound. Time has passed.
I'm ready. Does anyone want to go out? We could drive to the bar at Rennes-le-Bain.
Sure.
What about Grace?
Oh, she's busy with her research. She'll be in the room for... Oh, hey, Grace. Want to go to Rennes-le-Bain with us?
No, thank you.
See, told ya.
Maybe I'll hang out too.
We need you, right, Madeline?
Of course. Do come with us, please.
All right. Grace, see ya.
Don't work too hard. Get some dinner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you bet. Jerk.
Do the same thing with the indoor hot tub. Turn off the room lights and use the hot tub lights to stare at the ceiling, willing the ache from your prematurely aged body. Yeah, just...
Buonanotte, signori Vaza.
Good evening.
Would you care for some wine?
What is happening?
No, thank you. I may have some water in a bit.
Yeah, just having the soothing lights. It's something sometimes after stream, just to decompress, I'll just like turn off my face lights and enjoy the swirling. And it's like, so soothing in my brain. Have I played Sid Meier's Pirates? That was a pretty fun pirate game. I have not, actually. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Von Spooky. I really appreciate that. Oh, so many new friends today.
I'm certainly not going to leave town on foot.
So Gabe goes off and leaves me stranded. The jerk. Gabe's a jerk. But we knew that. Just gonna skip her walking everywhere. Don't know how you have such a cool audience so fast. You started streaming a few months ago. That's awesome. Like, if you have fun, like, if you're enjoying doing the streaming, like, I find that people who will enjoy the stream will find you. Like, I've been streaming for about 1.5 years now. Yeah, I started in July 1st, because I had the day off because I'm Canadian, of last year. So yeah, 1.5 years now, and there's a lot of really cool people who come and play, come out and hang out and talk about games, talk about what's going on in their lives. It's very fun.
The quaternity means 4.
You play whatever you want. Most people have no idea what you're playing any given day.
They who stand watch over the guardian.
Yeah, I'll usually do like a whole series in a go. So, like, I played all of Space Quest. I played all of the Quest for Glory games. That took months. Then I did all of Space Quest. I had a little detour into playing Indiana Jones and Fate of Atlantis, because I'd never played that before. Did all of King's Quest. Now I'm doing all of the Gabriel Knight games. don't really have a retro audience, so I might get 1 or 2 niche followers occasionally, but most of your audience has no idea about Sierra LucasArts games or any of these oldies. Well, that's what I'm here for. Okay.
The 4 angels make a tilted square.
Appreciate you teaching me stuff like, welcome to my special interest. Be prepared for info dumping. Yeah. When I was in grade 7, I had to do they assigned do a 5-minute speech on a topic that you are interested in. I did like a 10 to 15 minute speech on Quest for Glory. That was the year that Quest for Glory 5 was announced, and I was just like, yes, I must talk about this. And nobody knew what I was talking about. But I had a good time. Okay. So this is just all going to be on the computer because I can't go anywhere. So what is my current section of the riddle? Okay. The Queen's Guard is the Quaternity. They have so much over the Guardian, Saint Michael. Pythagoras. You had fun with your speeches. You did a tribute speech to the waffle iron. That sounds amazing. Okay, let's back to analyze. I love this puzzle. It's so fun. Okay. Use shape. I think, because we're talking about the Quaternity.
I'm sure that square is the right size, but I'm not sure what angle it's at in relation to the meridian. Maybe Taurus can help.
That game is pure nostalgia. Quest for Glory 5? Oh, yeah. Like, it's not just not my favorite Quest for Glory game. It's my least favorite of the Quest for Glory games. It all feels like you're slightly removed from the story somehow. Like, you're more focused on like the people, the adventures of the people around you than what you actually want to be doing. I don't know. It's weird to me. But Quest for Glory 4, one of my top 3 games of all time. I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite just because I have a habit of going like, well, I like this one today. And then the next day I like a different one more. It just depends on my mood. They used to have what were called waffle frolics in the White House, and the waffle iron was popularized in the United States by Thomas Jefferson. Waffle frolics? That sounds amazing. You love nostalgia games? You just played through Brave Fencer Musashi, Tomba 2, and The Misadventures of Trombone. I have not heard of any of those games, but they sound delightful. Okay, what's my next? Taurus.
In the sanctuary is the font, Fountain of Love of those who believe, reminding us of these words, by this sign you will conquer. I understand this now. The 4 are the stuff of the alchemist's laboratory, and their cant reflects the light in harmony with their queen. And yet the angels hold tight the secret of the angle that is the key to the kingdom. My friend knows the secret, but wisely he hides the fruit among the chaff, that the treasure not be lost to the infidels.
Okay. So whenever there's something capitalized in Le Serpent Rouge, we search it. Fruit. Brave Fencer Musashi is fun. He never did play trombone, but loved both Mega Man Legends games. I've never played a Mega Man game. Didn't have any consoles growing up, so I missed out on a lot of gaming. But that's why I'm so into the adventure games, because that's what we could get. And also, the games were not violent because my mother was very concerned that I would be, that I was highly suggestible. And if I watched anything with violence, I would reenact it. Those games are all PlayStation 1 games? Yeah. Analyze. I'm gonna let you just match it up. Nope, that'd be too easy. Let go. Okay. I do. Okay. What am I doing? My goodness. King Graham murders Yeti with a pie. That doesn't count because that was really hard to solve. Though I am very proud to this day that I as little 6-year-old Pearl, managed to figure out first time that you had to play the harp to soothe the wolves. Before PC and adventure games, you had an NES. The first Zelda and Solomon's Key, a puzzle game, were your favorites. Hey, we've got a lot of stuff about Solomon in this as well. Bringing it back around. Found out there's a remake of King's Quest III. Don't know if you're ready to relive that trauma, though. It's not as, like, it vastly improves on... I have played it before. That, like, I don't remember it being as painful to play as the original. Like, there's not the huge, like, a 15-minute time wait to sail across the ocean. It's much clearer when Manannan's coming and going. You played a lot of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on NES, both very difficult games. I have a weird obsession with watching videos about Punch-Out. Never played it in my life, but I really like watching retrospectives about speed runs and the history of the game and stuff like that. I don't know why. What am I doing?
These numbers give the exact latitude and longitude of any given point on the map. It would be great if I could coordinate them with the exact latitude and longitude out in the valley itself, but how? I can't scan that into Sydney.
The colors and sounds are very appealing. I watched, my first exposure really to Punch-Out was the Game Grumps playthrough. They are very fun to watch. You had Ninja Turtles, took ages to finish the water level. You didn't have so much trouble with that level, but you didn't know you could switch turtles, so you're playing permadeath with every turtle. Oh no.
I don't think I'm ready for that shape yet.
Okay, because I already played through all of this last week. I don't want to spend too much time redoing all of this bit. I had to go back because I glitched through a puzzle. So I'm just going to quickly pull up a walkthrough to see what I'm missing here. I'm going to spell walkthrough correctly. Okay. Scrolly. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. Files. Not that one. Analyze text. Yeah. Your aunt had a Sega so you could play Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. You live a short drive away from the largest arcade in the United States. Over 1,000 cabinets? Woo! Français.
Taurus says, my friend hides the fruit among the chaff. If the blue apples bit is the fruit, perhaps the piece 681 by the cross and this horse of God part is the chaff. In other words, a red herring. So, I complete this spirit guardian, okay, that must be the square, at midday or to the meridian, blue apples. Blue apples? That's what the old lady at Chateau de Serres said to me. She meant grapes. Could blue apples be referring to vineyards? Serres itself?
Okay, that's what I was missing. Open file, back to the map. Ah, darn it. Where's my rotatey? Map, enter point. Chateau de Serres. What am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, clear points. Is that it? So what I'm supposed to do here... is line the square up with Chateau de Serre. But it doesn't want to do it. Get. Oh, can I hit
I think
you?
Taurus wants me to lay down a line to the meridian blue apples. Blue apples has something to do with grapes or vineyards.
To the meridian. Oh, so I have to line up. Oh, darn it. Stop it. Stop it. I have to be able to see.
To the meridian
There we
blue
go.
apples. In other words, to the meridian from the vineyard.
I figured it out. I was skipping a step.
Yes, that must be it.
There we go. Okay. Sometimes when you play in adventure games, like, it ends up being like, I know what I want to do. It's convincing the game that you know what you want to do.
I'm simply not up for another boring night in our room. I mean, I realize this is not the Riviera, but surely something can be done.
A little quiet would be good for you after today's excitement. And we can go over the...
No, not that. My brain hurts already. I say there, Signore Buchelli. Are you up for bridge?
Con molto piacere. It would be a pleasure.
Now what about a fourth? You there, miss... Oh, bother.
It's Grace.
Of course it is. Won't you join us for bridge, Grace?
Oh, no, thank you. Why don't you ask...
What about Mr. Wilkes? Where is Mr. Wilkes?
I was just wondering that myself, Signora. I haven't seen him since he left the hotel this afternoon.
What a bother. How unsociable people are these days. No manners whatsoever. I say, Mr. Barzer, would you join us?
I would be happy to oblige.
And now he has left a glass. Zoop. They really want you to make sure that you can get Buchelli's fingerprints and get so many chances at it.
That's Buchelli's glass, and Gabriel already took his print.
Oop. I like the fingerprinting minigame. It's not even really a minigame. It's just an interface.
Not a single print. Now, isn't that odd?
Can I listen in on anything? I don't know if this is a thing. I'm going to try something weird. Up we go. Up to my room. Up to my room. Oh, I was hoping that I could like sneak into the dumbwaiter, get down to the kitchen, and then like listen at the door of the dining room. Nope. No such thing as weird in adventure games. Monkey Island 2 had you use a literal monkey as a monkey wrench. I'm sure many people are aware of what is known as the worst puzzle in adventure game history is actually in Gabriel Knight 3, where you have to get cat hair, stick it on your face with maple syrup, steal your friend's coat and passport and a hat so that you have to disguise yourself as your friend who does not wear a mustache or a hat by making it look like he would have a mustache and a hat. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, the goat? No, like this is Lizard. Yeah, the cat hair mustache puzzle has gone down in infamy. I thought maybe I could sneak in here. I guess not. Okay. Back to the computer. Yeah, the goat puzzle is really the only thing I know about broken sword games. Let's see. What's the next bit of this? Ooh, Gemini and Cancer together.
The mosaic tiles of the sacred place alternate black or white, and Jesus, like Asmodeus, observes their alignment. I can find 64 stones of the perfect cube, which the Knights of the Beauty of the Black Wood had scattered when they fled from the White Fort while they were being pursued by the usurpers. Reassemble the scattered stones and, working with square and compass, put them into ranks. The knightly order of the perfect cube fits within and gives structure to Our Lady's protector, the Heavenly Quartet.
Okay. Boop. Boop. We're gonna search knights. We're gonna search chess. Search chessboard.
Knights, pawns, queens, rooks. They're all mentioned in the Serpent Rouge. The 64 stones must be a chessboard. I think the 64 stones represent a chessboard, a grid or perfect cube of 8 by 8 blocks. It must go on the map somehow.
That's super easy. Main menu, analyze, draw grid, fill shape, 8 by 8.
That's it! That's the chessboard. Way to go, kid.
Cutscene!
Hey, Gailey. You seen Madeline?
Oh, I hate Wilkes.
She's under my bed.
Huh? Ah, you're being smart, are you? Well, I just thought she might be with that fella of yours. This is his room too, ain't it?
Yes.
Say, since Madeline's not around,
hate this man.
Dinner with me?
I hate him.
No.
Oh, come on. I got some celebrating to do. Hey, I'm gonna be a rich man after what I found today. You play your cards right, you might learn something.
All right. I'll change and meet you downstairs.
Really? Good, I'll,
Quit it! Knock it off!
Yeah, the cat mustache has clues in the game so that it doesn't even make your list. It's ridiculous, though, and doesn't match the rest of the game, which is fairly serious.
You said you'd explain it to me. I just don't understand
The
all
problem
these
is, like, it's a puzzle that, like,
Guybrush
Threepwood would do this puzzle. Larry Laffer would do this puzzle. Roger Wilco would do this puzzle. Gabriel Knight would not do this puzzle. That is not for him to do. You...
No, you,
hate this man.
You said this was taken by satellite?
Damn right.
Seismologists.
Them. Right. They use radar to take satellite pictures all the time. Shows them underground faults and whatnot. No one ever thought to take one here, though, right? So when I sees one of these maps, I says to myself, John, I says, that's the ticket. And I was right too, huh?
I hate him. I hate him.
Oh, so the radar bounces off the Earth and the echo is recorded.
What?
I mean, I guess.
Right. So I pays to get one of these pictures done. And baby, I hit the jackpot.
What's this dark area here?
A big old hollow. What you think? Caves, right? But all connected. A huge mother.
So you think this is where the treasure is?
Nah, baby. The treasure's right here.
Ugh! Chica!
Yeah, kung fu his ass.
Hi. I just got back and I was trying to, what are you doing with Wilkes, Grace?
None of your business. And, don't wait up. I'm sure Mosley's back too, and we do have that catching up to do.
Okay. We're saving. We're saving over. Wilkes is an ape because he is. Okay. Look at Sleepy Simone. She's so cute. Ooh, what's this on the desk? Oh, I can't look at it? Ah. I can't make out what it says. It's some sort of checklist. Oops, now I gotta sort the camera back out. There we go. Gabe did deserve that, absolutely. Wilkes is awful, though. I hate him. Okay, we're going to Larry Chester's because he set an alarm to wake himself up at 2 after I told him that I think he's a Mason.
I'll go get the Harley.
So let's go spy on him. Poor Larry Chester.
Pull into the driveway.
But yeah, Gabe goes and flirts with every other woman and then expects Grace to not flirt with any men. No, that's not how the world works, Mr. Knight.
I should lay low and see what Larry's up to.
How do I hide? Where do I hide? Whence do I hide? I know I hide somewhere.
No, really. There's nothing down there but water.
There's not a dragon with a mirror? I think there should be a dragon with a mirror. Where the heck do I hide? I know what I've done this before.
Crucifying rabbits, maybe? And where exactly would I be going to?
Can't climb the tiny little wall? Where'd I go? Did I ever play the super weird claymation one, the Neverhood? No, I haven't. Like, that one wasn't even on my radar until very recently. I was actually involved in a Space Quest historian video about adventure game puzzles that made you rage quit. And I talked about how the RNG of trying to catch the whale in King's Quest IV drove me to drop the game for an entire year, at least. And someone else talked about having to walk through a giant room with like pages upon pages of lore written on a wall to get to like one little thing, and then you had to walk all the way back. The graphics and the animation were mind-blowing at the time. It was really insane. The dark eye was even weirder. Yeah, I know nothing about it other than that the main character is a chicken guy, and there's a really long room with a lot of lore. Space Quest Force escaping from the guys in the mall drove you absolutely nuts. I think I just lucked out on that when I first played it, because I don't remember really having any trouble with it. Oh, man, the music's so good in this game. Robert Holmes, you genius. Zoop. Luckily, I have the shovel. The game does not have the fiction that it's in Gabriel's pants. The new game Dream Machine is the best of the bunch. The graphics are made not only with clay, but other real materials like cardboard, vegetables, and so on. Neat. I've not heard of that one. In Quest for Glory 1 VGA, all of the dialogue portraits were claymation, and like the sprites for the combat. That's such a weird way to use a shovel. Like, I have never kneeled down to dig with a shovel. That's part of the point of a shovel. Otherwise, you use a trowel.
Most Holy and Sacred Bloodline by Larry Sinclair.
Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh. Where is the exit? One problem with 3D, for the most part, I love
I better grab the shovel.
The way that the 3D is used in this game. But occasionally it's just like, how do I leave?
Damn it. It was a black sedan, but I missed it. Weird.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what happened there. So I missed a little puzzle there, I think. But the game seems to think I was fine. So I should probably look at this thing I've picked up.
I'd rather give it to my speed reading partner. This must be the book Larry's working on. He lied about the topic and his name.
Zip.
Time for bed again.
Are we all ready to be scandalized? First, we have a cutscene. Where the last eagle flies over the last dusty fountain. Look into the skies and you know she's old and worn. Don't you see how she sparkles? It's the last unicorn. and it's about to be dead. I love The Last Unicorn. It's an excellent movie. The book is even better, but the visuals of the movie are excellent. Sorry for the gore. So we have a bunch of vampire creepy dudes drinking the blood of a unicorn, symbol of purity. Now, an interesting thing is that they use a wavy knife, which is what is used for doing the murders in Gabriel Knight 1. Is it supposed to be a kubasa? I don't know. So he's drunk of the blood and now he's horny! Oh no! More breaking and entering! His legs don't work. Who knows? Nessa. Creepy. Ew. So I think the first part with the unicorn is a vision. The second part is just your ordinary nightmare. Gabriel's worried about Grace's safety, so he's having bad dreams. I liked how the medallion is just floating off of his chest. Maybe use your words before sneaking into bed with her. Might be a good idea. Woo! Scandalized! And we're going to save over I am scandalized.
He's probably tired from sleeping on that couch the night before.
Yeah, the night before. Not tired from last night?
I really don't want to do that. Look at all these genealogy charts. It's about the bloodline. I wonder where he found it. This bloodline concept keeps cropping up. I wonder if Sydney knows anything about it. It's the keys to the Harley.
Yoinkage!
Yep, you bet.
Okay, search. We do be searching bloodline. Once again, I read all of these last week. If you want to check out what they all say, I will be... Check out my YouTube channel. It's down... that corner. Princess_Pearl_Mermaid. I have all of my VODs go up there. Let's see what else is new in my... Okay.
I visit the tomb of the celebrated painter Poussin and, like the shepherds, puzzle at the enigma of the tomb. My brain pounds, the light burns my eyes. It is all too mixed up to tell, Teniers, too, has dipped his brush in the earth, and his at the innermost places of the queen. Here is the sign that Teniers has given in his innocent recluse. Surely, there is a path between the two.
Okay. So. Gonna head to the museum, because Gracie has not been there. Actually, I wonder, can I talk to Mosley? Can I kiss and tell?
I wouldn't mind going in there, but I don't want to wake Mosley up.
Interesting. Do I have to do the same thing with the mints? No, she doesn't take a mint, does she? Earlier in the game, Gabe sneaks Mosley out of his room by leaving a trail of mints. You gotta do it.
Jean, I've been working on the location of the treasure. Do you have any insight?
Oui, mademoiselle. Get a life.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, I thought that going and redoing stuff for the one little puzzle I missed would be super fast. Nope. Oh no, this is the way I want to go. Okay.
There are 2 Tenier postcards. That makes sense, since no one knows which Saint Anthony Saunière was interested in. Maybe I should take them both.
A 1. A 2. A 3. So sorry. I'm apparently allergic to buying postcards. Oh, darn it. This 3-way intersection always throws me. Nope, that's not right. Main menu, add data. A 1. Loosen. And a 2. And a 3. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I have the shovel now, but not the binoculars. Those were the 2 things that you get from renting the motorcycle. Okay. Analyze. Open. Okay, so we can view the geometry. Diagonal on image left forms angle with foot of kneeling figure and elbow/knee of figure on center right. Second triangle forms hexagram shape. The shape has been saved. Zoom and clarify. Enhance. Do I want to save the text to a new file? Sure. Text saved to a new file. Open file. Arcade text. I don't think I did this last time. We're getting some new stuff. Start analysis. Okay. Ooh. Text. Translate. From French to English? No, it's Latin. There we go. Latin to English. Do I want to add text? Yes.
Et in Arcadia ego, sum. That's the missing word.
Ha-ha! Oh. I think I did something out of order. Grace. When Grace was on the tour, she saw Emilio Baza writing in the dirt. I didn't get a chance to actually look at it before the tour group moved on. While they were looking at Hussein's tomb, he wrote sum. If Gabriel looks at it, it says, says wuss. Okay. I'm also even in Arcadia.
I may need to do that for a later verse, but I don't think it will help me solve this one.
Okay. I'm going to go for a little break because I've been streaming for 3 hours. I usually take a break after 2, but I wasn't in a good spot. This isn't a terribly good spot to break either, but I need to get up and move around or I will be in a lot of pain. Could I still look at it now? Yes, I can. It's just one of those like, oh, I figured out. Oh, like sometimes when you're playing an adventure game, you'll end up solving a puzzle before the game knows how to solve a puzzle. But yeah, I can still go back and find it. Which I will do when I come back from break. I will see y'all in a few minutes. Enjoy some dancing crabs.